day. During the day, I can't find my phone. I only have it with me during the live.
Yeah, we were just discussing. She's like, "Oh, where am I going to put my phone?"
There's no
So
door.
we have a new background display this time around. We're gonna, give you a different view of the shop just a little bit, and we get to sit down this way.
Yes, we're learning. We're smarter, right? Though I had to move all of the machines in order for them to not see all of the machines behind us.
Yeah, they're
I'm sorry, we're live.
We're live. So hi, Sarah. So we've got a couple of different things to show you here.
Mhm.
We didn't bring over a stack of stuff like we have in the last couple of weeks, but we have some really cool stuff. And then I'm going to disappear and go back in the other room and show you how to do a couple fancy little things on the machines.
Yeah, it's too bad we don't have like that fancy technology where we go and
Bam.
you would just be in the
and
other
I would just
spot.
magically be there and it would be perfect.
Right? The magic of not
no
live
worries,
TV.
ladies, we will never get that good. That's never going to happen. So did you make anything this weekend?
I did.
You did. That's
did.
what's sitting in front of us.
Yes.
Yes. Did you make anything else or did you just fall asleep on the floor with your cat?
I didn't actually fall asleep on the floor, but this was a long enough stitch out that since I was home alone with the I got a new cat, so long story, new cat, right? Didn't want to leave her with the door open too long, so I could hear. This was like they were like 45-minute stitch outs per color, so I would go upstairs and make sure
Didn't you use your app to tell you?
I have spotty Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So that didn't really work. That was the doctor kept trying to have a video conference. They're like, we have to do this by video, and I'm like, yeah,
that's not going to work for me.
I can hear you, but I have to turn the screen off in order for this to work. So you really aren't going to be able to see me.
Yeah.
She really was having a hard time grasping that concept. I'm like,
it's called Wi-Fi signal,
right? It's
and
like
we know now all about how having a good, bad, or ugly one is going to affect
everything.
Everything.
Yes.
Oh, there's some lunch. I have this really pretty lace top. I love these tops, but they catch everything. And it's just lace everywhere on the front with the t-shirt type behind it. And I absolutely love them, but there's like fuzz it catches everywhere and crumbs evidently because.
Can you believe it is 75 degrees out?
And we're in here.
Like it's 80 in here.
Nope, not today. I'm doing good.
But
I had a sweater on up until 5 minutes ago.
You did. I was like, you're making me hot just looking at you.
Well, thank you.
Did you sew this weekend?
I didn't sew.
But you scanned and cutted.
I scanned and cutted. So towards the end, we'll show what I did this weekend. And there will be a public service announcement for any parent of mine to disappear before I show that because it will work towards them. So hi guys that are saying that's Penny and Shirley and Sue. Hello back. We are going to talk about what she stitched.
Yeah.
So what pattern is that?
This is OESD and it's their holiday celebration 2020 and it is collection number 12836. So it is this one.
Yeah, I can't reach that forward. So
I know that's okay. Holly Jolly it says. So
super
it's
cute.
Holly Jolly embroidery. This retails for $74.99. This is one of their Christmas specials. So if you spend $79, $89, if you spend money, you get something for free. And this happens to be the thing that's for free every week. So there are some really cute designs. There's
no drawer to mute it. Oh, that'll totally work. Okay, so she put a machine cover over the phone. Right. Mind you, it didn't completely enclose it. There's holes, so it's not going to do anything.
So anyways, there's words. We have to be.
Sarah really likes words in fabric, words in like wordles, which is kind of what this is. And she creates them and obviously stitches them when other people create them as well. Yeah. So these are very, very cute. So was this the original size?
It was. The original size was 9.32 by 5.16. So it fit in my 6x10 hoop.
Perfect.
My 6x10 magnetic hoop.
Even better.
So this is the original. So
it's like the size of our heads, right?
Yeah.
just kind of,
exactly. So totally this is like the original. And
it's
this one.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, it's upside down.
My bad again. It's her fault, not mine.
It's totally.
Okay.
So look at the size difference,
I-
guys. Can you see?
Yep, we're
Yep.
good.
So original, and this is the
Resized.
one that I resized right
So-
at my sewing machine.
Right on the machine. So no software involved,
Right.
literally right at the machine. So
And they're fonts. So, you know, if
you just never know what you're gonna get.
no, I was gonna say if fonts go bad.
Yes. I've had
like rogue font.
shrinking. I have had some completely disappear. Like the machine doesn't know that bar across the A makes it an A. And so it's like, oh, we're going smaller. We're gonna get rid of this and we're gonna get rid of that. And all of a sudden it doesn't really
work.
look like it's supposed to. So
I actually think the fonts look better bigger. When I was going through and looking at some of them, they really do.
it's like the accent pieces and the swirls and whatnot look better when they're actually bigger, so they can be more bold
Yes.
and actually see that. So everybody's embroidery machine, pretty much brand anywhere, does resize at the machine a little bit, but a little bit is the key there. So in the Brothers and the Baby Locks, we can go up 20% or down 10%, depending upon, you know, what you've got there. So fonts and shapes, there's some other rules that apply, but big picture, and that is for machine built-ins or what you're pulling into the machine. You have that ability. So you can go up 20 or down 10%, which is really great. Sometimes we just need to tweak just a little bit to make it fit somewhere or any of that. So it's generally a pretty good, and most of the time it works for the little bits that we need to do.
Yeah.
That doesn't recalculate stitches. So that's the machine's way of making sure that you don't create holes or big balls of yuck in changing there. So that it'll beep at you and say, yep, no more. That's, I did it. That means no more.
No more. Yeah. Or it
It's
knocks. Yeah.
Yep. So it will beep at you and tell you this is as far as we can go in either direction. So when I pop over on the other side, you'll see my beautiful hands that keep breaking my nails. It's just telling her I really need to get those fixed because I break a new one every day and it's just like,
yeah, those hardboard boxes, they're hard.
They do, and I keep just hitting my hands on random just right, and it cracks it, and then of course that's toast, right?
Yes.
So
anyways,
there's my food reference for the day. That's toast.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
I had a snafu. I had 0 snafus when I did the bigger ones. But do you see the little hole?
I was gonna ask what the little hole was.
So, and there's like a little piece of fabric underneath here, right? So the stabilizer and the batting,
did it go over top?
It fell over top, and I could have salvaged it had I been a little bit more careful trying to rip the stitches out, but I ripped a hole right through everything. So I was like,
happens to the best of us.
I was like, I could patch it, and I was like, what am I doing? I have plenty of fabric. So I just took it off and started again. But I had 0 problems when I was doing the bigger versions, just when I did the original size. And of course, I did the 2 bigger ones first.
Of course you did.
And then did this one second. But this one says, "You're the holly to my jolly." Yeah, home, and then I cover it, right? It's hard to get good help over there.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to read that.
Yeah, you're the holly to my jolly, home to my holiday, jingle to my bells, winter to my wonderland, happy to my holiday, star on my tree, milk to my cookies, present under the tree, fruit to my cake, nut to my cracker, joy to my world,
You're definitely
kiss
a nut.
under the mistletoe, ginger to my bread, dash through the snow, candy to my cane. So that's what this says. It's really, really cute.
Very cute. And there is another.
And there's a
Wordle.
second one, yes, which I didn't do the original, but it was the same size. And this one is Christmas rules. So spread Christmas cheer, believe in Santa, check your list twice, not deck your list twice. Listen for reindeer, jingle all the way, be kind and of good cheer, give Santa cookies and milk, treasure family, deck the halls, Christmas calories don't count, no peeking or pouting, eat, drink, be merry, bake cookies, kiss under the mistletoe. So that's what this one says.
Very cute.
They are very, very cute. There's a ton of other designs on this design pack here. I know it's probably hard to see it there,
really
but
big, right?
You can look at it. It is collection 12836, and it is available for sale. Even if you decide you don't want to buy a bunch of stuff, you can just buy.
You can buy it,
CD,
but you literally
well.
are spending like, what was it, $79?
$15 more.
It's $15 more, and then you get stabilizer and whatever else that you've spent in addition to the design, instead of that being the money that you spent on the design.
Yeah.
So
And there are 3 different
we have 3 different discs,
Discs that
that
you
are
can get.
holiday theme
Mhm.
things. So resizing is
it matters.
it size matters. It does. She wrote that somewhere, and
I
I certainly
did.
laughed.
We
I
were
don't.
laughing. It's in the snap in the like the little snippet when I talk about what we're going to talk
Yep.
about today.
So this is from OESD. So again, if you would like to check that out, you can go to our website. There's an OESD link there that you can shop through us at OESD. And that one again is called Holly Jolly Embroidery. Super cute.
Mhm.
So I'd like to mention 2 things about this is, of course, the colors that you picked are certainly very fun and kind of gift-like. So, you know, the wrapping paper and all the pretty colors, you could really change what this looks like very drastically by doing shades of something or, you know, those kinds of things. But I also wanted to point out that she's using grunge as a background. So ever since we started carrying grunge, that's like the only background I use. It goes in everything, different shades of it, of course,
Mhm.
but it really works because it gives you a solid without being a boring solid. It gives you that just little behind it that really makes all the difference in the world.
It's also so you know, solid fabrics are different. They start with a different gray good, so they have a different threads per square inch than printed fabric. And since the grunge is technically printed fabric, it's a higher thread quality,
Yep.
so it definitely has a little bit more substance to
Yep.
it.
A little more punch.
But I'm sure the second question everyone will ask me is, so I
What is the
used batting. One of them is fusible batting, and the other one, this is the natural dream batting, Quilter's Dream. I don't know why I had natural. They must have been out of white at the time. But I had some.
Doesn't show in the finished one.
No, I starched the fabric first, and then there's our heavyweight tearaway is on the back. I left it on. So I thought, you guys, this is why I like this, because
it just goes away
it's
so
kind
easy.
of a pain to work with in the sense that it's very stiff, but the part that it's stiff, it comes right off. That is just so much easier than needing.
So long story short, you like bigger
Yes.
and stiffer.
Right?
Yeah.
Size
Just checking.
matters.
Just checking. That is what she's telling you guys. So anyway, so that resizing, there are a lot of machines actually out now that will do that resizing right on the machine. So that special feature is what I'm going to show you. Would you like me to go do that now?
Sure.
And then I will run back over here.
Okay.
Or maybe run down to the corner and get something to eat. No, I'm just kidding.
She's going to leave me?
I'll be back.
So while she's running to the other side of the store, I just want to mention that while we're going to be showing you this on Brother and Baby Lock, and that is the brand that we sell and we love, this feature is not exclusive to Brother or Baby Lock. Lots of different high-end machines have this option. So I am going to switch over right now. All right, we got the thumbs up, and I just got to unmute her. There we go.
She unmuted me. Wasn't that kind? So that I'm not just sitting here talking to myself, because that's really weird. So I just have the main embroidery screen up. I am currently sitting at the Solaris. This is one of the machines that have that. And we will talk about the whole list of them when I get back over on the other side. So I'm just going to select a design. I'm choosing something that's not real big, so that you guys can really see the drastic change that is available. So this is just under a 4-inch piece. And you can see on here, maybe you can, I know it's a little bit smaller since I have the whole screen up. It is 3.74 by 3.74. So by being able to change the stitches at the machine, I can go up 200%. So basically I can go from a 4-inch design up to an 8-inch design, or I can go down 100%. So I'm going to show you guys how we do that. We set that to the screen, and then it's under our edit. Under edit, we all have a size tool. Some of them look a little different than others. This is the default. So you see that this is the shaded in option, and it is a square with arrows on each side. The one right next to it is your stitch recalculating button. I'm sure there's a different name, but that one certainly works as it describes it very well. So if you would like to just go up 20% or down 10%, you can stay right here. It's not going to recalculate stitches, but it will still maintain stitch quality. So there's that knock knock that tells me I've gone up as big as I can. So we're up now. We were at 3 3/4. Now we're basically at 4.5. So a little bit, but not the big amount that we would like. So I'm going to switch now to our recalculating stitches. So the zigzag there is to represent a stitch. And that's supposed to cue you in that will recalculate the stitches when you're in that mode. So I'm going to tap that button, and I get a message that comes up on the bottom. It says it's okay to reset the pattern to its original size, angle, or position. So basically, we can go and resize, but it goes from the original design size. So if I've already bumped it 20%, which is what we see on screen right now, it's not going to go an additional 200. So we're going to go back to the original size. So I say, okay, and you'll see the size here. We're back to 3.74 by 3.74. I now have this blue icon on the stitch. And when I go bigger, which is the 4 arrows pointing out, I can hold that down and it keeps going. And when I let go, you can now see that I am at 7.5 by 7.5. So I've jumped up that 200%. And you can see I still have a beautiful ship's wheel here. The stitches have all filled in instead of having blank lines. So instead of having, a missing area in one of these that doesn't have that detailed piece, it allows me to do all of that. When I go down, now again, we started at 3.75. So it's going to go back to that original. And there's that double knock. And now I'm down to 2.25. So I've been able to drop down. Again, we see here, and I can zoom in so you guys can see that just a little bit better. So this is still that 2.25 inch, but you can see we have all of those stitches. It looks nice and clean, and there's not a big buildup of stitches in any spot that's going to give us trouble and make a big thread knot on the back, which is what we, of course, don't want. So very simple to recalculate. You simply need to change menus. The default will be this one here, which is the square with the arrows underneath and on the right-hand side, to the recalculating button, which is recognized by those stitches, which is the zigzag there, also with those arrows. And it is that simple. So I'm going to go back over to the other side. Sarah's going to switch over the cameras here. Hopefully she's sitting there and hasn't wandered off to go anywhere, like, down to the corner store or something. And we will pick up right back over there in just a moment.
Hey, we're back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It's really very easy. Everybody can do it. Great.
Everybody has the physical capability of doing it.
Right?
Maybe their machine doesn't, though.
But we can help you with that.
We can. So guess what?
Yes.
Wow.
Usually okay?
Usually I knock over things of fabric or I kick things. Today I'm beating up a table. So go figure. I guess I'm not safe anywhere. So what machines actually have that feature? Right now, the current line machines that do are, of course, your Luminaire and the SnL-Resize, which the SnL-Resize is what I was sitting at. And then we also have the XE1, which is the Meridian on the Baby Lock side, the XJ1 or the Altair. And then we do have some discontinued machines that have that feature in it as well, which the Dream and the Destiny. If you had the proper upgrade, you could use that in the Quattro or the Illissimo. Mm-hmm. But you did have to, I believe, upgrade that. That one was before either one of us started working here. So
ELBS.
Right. The other machines that do have that are your 10 needles, and that's been in multiple different 10 needles. I don't know exactly the numbers of all of those, but it's been around in the 10 needle for a little while as well. Yeah. So super easy to do, as I said. It does always revert back to that original size. So I can't use the 20% up and then go 200% from there. It goes from its original size. And that's just to maintain that stitch quality, because the last thing any of us want to do is get through this whole thing and then say, that didn't work out so hot. So it's nice that the machine helps us not make that mistake.
Absolutely.
At all.
And just a reminder, there are 2 types of embroiderers: those who do a test sew
and those who
wish they did. Yes. So especially when you're resizing, you really don't know.
How it's going to turn out.
The machines are fantastic. They have so much capability and they're very good at what they do, but it all starts with a good design. And so sometimes if you if you've digitized something yourself and you're new to this, and then you try doing that, sometimes it doesn't come out the way that
Doesn't
you
look
think
like
it will.
you thought it was going to.
You know, and so if you're getting a good quality design from somebody that you know and you trust and you have done their designs before, and you maybe have resized their designs before, you know, you can expect that it will probably come out well for you in the end. If you are doing a design for the very first time from someone, definitely make sure that this is not on something that is just irreplaceable, because there is always a small chance that your batting will fold over and create a hole.
Under, over, pick one.
Yes, under, over, whatever. So,
but you know, I'm sure you guys aren't surprised. There's a tool for getting out of that.
there is.
You know, those bird nest tools really are great. They're a little scary when you see them just sitting around. It's like this massive razor blade. It's like,
Right.
let's find the cover for that,
Right.
you know, but they do have some really nice things that allow you to get underneath the hoop and actually whoosh, chop it off and allow it to come off the machine. Cause I'm sure you've all had that too, where it's basically sewn itself around the foot, under the foot, into the foot.
I know.
You name it,
I
it's done
really
it.
was so lucky that ironically it happened while I was in the room, because and it stopped, the thread broke, which is why it stopped stitching.
It stopped stitching.
It could have twisted and pulled out of the hoop. It could have been
so much worse.
It could have been.
Yes.
Yeah, it was relatively painless.
My keys stuck in my shirt.
Sure. Is that where the hole is?
Now there's a hole there now. I just ripped it out. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so resizing is certainly something everybody asks, you know, well, how do I resize this design? And we get that all the time, you know, people want to have a machine that's able to do those kinds of things. So there is a nice, decent size list of what is now available with those. We do actually have, I know we have a couple Dreams that have been traded in, and I think there's still a Destiny. I know we had at least one, but I know that one went out. So
Right.
it's possible we still have a Destiny that's been previously loved. We have a few Quattros. So there's some really good machines that are out there. If you've been looking to bump up a little bit, and going the previously loved route gives you a little bit more wiggle room as to, you know, how much bang you can get for your bucks, because it's sometimes a really nice thing. So speaking of bucks,
The buck
how was that
stops here.
How was that transition? Did you like that?
I did.
That took a lot of effort.
Yeah, it's like we practiced this.
Yep. No.
We didn't.
I can't laugh. That's just bad. Stop it.
So we have been talking about this sale coming up. This is the week that Sewing Expo would have been. So but it's not here.
Nope.
COVID closed the convention
It's
center.
no show November.
No show November.
Sorry.
Which is better than
That
no
was-
sew November.
That was really bad. I'm not sure what that was, but it's the drugs talking.
The
right?
drugs are talking.
The drugs
Yes.
are talking.
Not the drink.
No, I didn't even bring one of those. Yeah.
But anyways, we can't go to the Sewing Expo.
Right. Which you can't either, unfortunately. There won't be anybody there or anything there. So
We wanted to bring a big sale to
here.
you.
So, you know, we generally have some great packages and things that are available there. And we are going to do that here in store instead. So Sarah and I knocked heads a little bit, put them together and figured out some really great numbers and some really cool stuff. So the whole buck thing, what the heck was that all about? There's going to be Leabu bucks that you can basically, I'd say earn, but that's not right. You would receive
Like
with
Kohl's
the purchase.
Cash.
It's just like Kohl's Cash.
Except for it has a longer expiration date.
Yes, it's not a 3-day window that you must be there between 11 a.m. and 11.59 a.m. or you're screwed.
On the third
On
Sunday.
the third Sunday of never.
Right.
You know, it's February 29th. No, just kidding. Wait 4 years. I don't know about you guys. I always missed those. You know, you get all this money and you're like, wow, this is really great. And then
I go to use it and
you're like,
shoot,
that
yesterday.
was last week. That's not going to work. So Leabu bucks are going to be available. If I had a really nice picture of Gene, I totally would have put that on there.
Yeah.
The only one I have is the one of him posing on the rug,
Rug.
which just didn't seem right. I couldn't do it.
We
so
had him worried though. We did tell him that we were going to make
boo bucks that
and we were going to put his picture inside that and he was like, you're going to what?
You're going to do what? So we put a sewing machine there instead. So they're very nice. And they're going to just be like a gift certificate. If you have ever had one in the past, it's going to basically work just like that. I mean, you will have the entire year of 2021 to spend all of your Boo Bucks. So you can use them on almost anything that you would like. The only
Machines.
exclusions are machines and software. So it's not eligible until January 1st. So the purchase that you make, you can't apply it to that day. But we do have a really nice list of machines that you'll get Leabu bucks for if you are purchasing. So lots of fun stuff there. Do you remember when we have our Bag Ladies sale?
It's coming up.
It's coming up. It's probably going to be like right in the middle of all of this, and I didn't look at that. But
I think it might be the same week.
yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it's this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
So the Bag Lady sale is coming up next week.
Yeah, the
and
email
this
went out.
sale, yep, all
Yep.
by its little lonesome. That was so nice. I programmed that weeks ago.
Yeah. So
That's great.
Bag Ladies, you're gonna have
So
a sale.
you'll have a really great week. That is a stabilizer sale this time around. So the sale that will include basically all of the Novi things. So there's also a Leabu warranty that is available that we only do at Novi. We are going to do that this year here in store for those dates. But to receive that, it has to be on a specific machine inside the dates, which the dates are November 14th through November 21st. So Saturday to Saturday. So a couple weekend dates in there for anybody that's somehow still has a life. I feel like I don't have one. I come to work, I go home. Occasionally I stop at a store or get gas on the way home, and that's about it.
Right.
So we do have a couple different weekend days, which I think hopefully will help you guys out. Some great numbers.
Great packages. I mean, there's a scan and cut coming with a mail-in rebate on one of our machines. So
Yeah,
honestly,
it's crazy.
It's just crazy. It's like Crazy Larry's sale of the century.
Just for clarification, there's nobody crazy here. Just in case you guys were wondering if that was a thing.
So yeah, we have really, really great sales.
We do. Total sidebar, nothing to do with what we were just talking about. Sarah posted the name of the design and the number of the package that she was looking for in the comments because somebody had asked. So if you guys don't remember or wanted to refer back, it will be in the comments, which transfer into our postings as well. So
that's what
you
I
can
did
check
while
that
you
there.
were.
Yes, I was like, Sarah, I'm done. And nothing was coming back up. So I was like, we're just going to have a brief commercial break while I walk back to the other side of the store. So some things that are coming up. The big thing is, of course, that sale. So there's a holiday sale that runs basically from the 14th through the end of the year. But the actual promotions that would have been Novi will be from the 14th to the 21st. So lots of really great stuff. You can look for an email that I barely started, but will come out before Friday. That will tell you everything that's going to be there. And I like I said, I think that's we had a lot of fun. Gene's like, okay. He just okay.
Yeah.
So he didn't completely fall off his chairs on anything. So that was probably a good sign.
Yes.
So,
we didn't give away the entire store.
Just little bits of it here and there. Just little bits of it here and there.
But it should be a lot of fun. We expect that we'll be decently busy next week for the sale starting Saturday. We also have our 2 classes next week.
Because why not do everything in one week?
And the Bag Lady sale. Lisa and I are glutton for punishment.
Sounds about right.
We like to do it all at the same time.
I haven't even so she's got in the little scrolling doodad at the bottom those dates. Her foot fetish is going to be in the morning each of those days, and then my class will be at close both of those days. So you are talking about which foot again?
The corning feet. So 3, 5, and 7. Yes, those are the 3 corning feet.
And have you found some secret usage for these?
I do have a secret
How
use.
about that? So you guys will have to tune in to check out the secret use.
To get my secret sauce.
The secret sauce. Sarah's secret sauce. Say that a bunch of times.
It's like the SSS.
Maybe not. We'll have to try something else. But anyway, so that is, and then I'm going to do that cute little mesh bag. The kits are all ready. So if you would like to come in, you can call and reserve a spot, though we aren't maxing out classes. If I ended up with 40, I might freak out a little bit, just because I wouldn't be able to have any clue who was talking to me. There'd be too many squares, but we don't plan to cap out anything. So you can get in any date that you would like. And
including the day of.
the day of, absolutely.
So, while we're fine with you calling and emailing us, it really isn't necessary. You can just hop
come
on in. As long as you are here before she goes live.
You just gotta have time to get home and do it.
Right.
So
you're good. You're
Yep.
you're in the class. So don't worry about it. I know it's hard to break habits. Your guys are used to doing things a certain way.
yeah, we trained you guys really
we
good for lots of
did.
years to
We
call
did.
and
And
reserve
now-
that space, and
Now
that doesn't really
it's a
work
little
as well.
different.
So
no, and then just a reminder for the foot fetish class, if you have completely lost your email or whatever,
website.
you can go to the website under the class calendar. Just click on the foot fetish class. The Zoom link is right there. So yeah, easy access. It's kind of fun to
It's
pull
kind
the
of fun
tear
to
away.
pull the tear away. I had to have my turn in it.
Yeah. So great sales coming up.
Yep.
And
Some fun Leabu bucks
classes.
and some classes. We got all kinds of stuff
and we
coming.
have something special coming tomorrow.
We do.
We do. Tomorrow is 11.
Tomorrow is 11/11, and at 11
we have
our Anita Goodesign. They call it their virtual showcase. So that's the terminology. I did send out an email. I think it was like noon, 12:30, something like that. That reminded everybody that is coming. There's no registration for it. It's literally go to our Facebook
like
page,
this.
just like what you guys
get
did
a
today.
notification that says Leabu has gone live,
Yep.
and we don't want to disappoint you. It won't be us.
It will not be, because
it'll be them.
if we could comment and have some fun with you guys, we certainly will. But we never have any clue what's going to happen during business hours as to whether we'll have a chance or not. So if we can, we'll certainly pop on and say hi to everybody and answer any questions that they have. If you have questions, of course, please feel free to call the store, and or you can put it in the comments and they will answer them as well. A little birdie told me there's a special treat for the first few people who sign up for all access, which is kind of cool. And there is a 2-week period that you can use that coupon code. So that's really nice. Not that I am knocking any of the ones that we had. It just, it
Quick.
seemed very quick and like, well, I never even had a chance to really search through what it was that I wanted. So you'll have an actual 2-week period. And I will post that code on our Facebook. You can do Facebook. I will put it on the webpage. That's what I meant to say. Drugs are so scary.
Right. And I will also take a copy of the video from Facebook and I will load it into our YouTube channel so that you can watch that later. They will be live on Facebook. My understanding is they said
super long.
No, it's relatively quick. So it's just but you'll be able to review it on Facebook later.
Yep.
And then if anybody is listening on YouTube right now, and you don't do Facebook, that's okay. It won't be live on YouTube, but it will be up, so you won't miss anything.
And I do know that you can still watch it if you don't have a Facebook account. You simply cannot comment. So without an account that says who you are, you can't type in on the chat and ask questions or comment about something, but you can still watch it. So even if you don't have an actual Facebook account, you can still watch that, or you can just wait another hour and watch the post. Either way.
Absolutely.
So should be pretty simple and straightforward. They certainly come out with a lot of new stuff on a regular basis, which is really nice. We all, I think, not we all, you all, maybe not even that, have a lot more time to sew now than we have had. So it's really nice that we have such a wide variety of things to choose from. The OESD comes out with a whole bunch every month as well, which are really beautiful and a little different than some of the stuff that we've been carrying here on a regular basis. Always makes me nervous when he does that.
Hayden just casually.
He just kind of slid a note over, so I was like, "Oh, what is that gonna say?" But yeah, so lots of fun stuff coming up, and you can look for the details in an email. There is, I don't know how much hullabaloo and chatter has been out, but there is another Kimber quilt coming. And that's going to be first quarter next year. It looks super cute.
Yeah, we talked very briefly.
Very, very briefly.
Someone asked a question about the Kimber quilt coming. It's kind of Americana themed.
It is. I think
celebration.
It's, gives you a chance to finish it before the 4th of July, so you can have some really cool stuff. There's a bench pillow that has the lights in it, kind of like the Halloween one. And then there's a 40 by 40 quilt that is also, which that's going to be the same size as your We Whisk You, Merry Christmas, or the Love Notes if you had done those.
A little bit smaller than what we have behind
these
us.
are 45 by 60 so that you can kind of have a visual.
Mhm.
The Love Notes is on the other wall, so sorry. You can't see that quite that far, but really excited. The design looks really,
very
really
cute.
cute. So I'm sure you guys are surprised. We ordered all the fabric.
Mhm.
So the entire line of fabric that she designed specifically for that quilt will be coming in.
Yeah.
And we have already started cutting those kits. So we will be ahead of the 8 ball
Yep.
when that time frame
So
rolls around.
we might be behind the 8 ball in getting the email sent out to talk about what's coming up. But I promise you, if you do pre-order from us or order the kit, it will be worth it. We will have some virtual classes geared
Yep.
around this specific quilt. And Lisa and I are
We're again putting our heads together to try to figure out another really nice surprise for you guys. But
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it and have
No.
it not work out. So just a little suspense is never bad, right?
right.
A bit of-
So we'll have some ours will be Leabu
it'll be
special.
it'll be
Yes.
absolutely worth it. And we're looking at like, $20 or I mean, really easy to do number to reserve
Yeah.
yours. That lets us know how many kits that we need to actually make, so on and so forth.
Mhm.
So, but you did a really great job on that spreadsheet. Hayden's like, this is awesome.
Right?
I could just look at this and I know what to cut. So he's already
You're
started.
welcome, Hayden.
He has already started cutting those kits and he's labeling it so we know where it goes.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
We have
So
a bunch of fabric due in tomorrow.
we do. Thank God it's Wednesday. Thank God.
right?
That means we won't necessarily get in trouble for it.
It's like we told the fabric people to only deliver
To
fabric
only
on
deliver
Wednesday.
on Wednesdays. That's right.
Mhm. He does pay the bill and doesn't say anything, so I guess
Not so far. We're doing okay, I think.
Yeah.
So somebody did ask me about Christmas fabric, and unfortunately we don't have as much as we would have. We did order quite a bit, but unfortunately the bulk of that was ruined in the flood. So we don't have the bulk Christmas fabrics that we would have. We did plan for it. Unfortunately, things happened as they were. So
yeah, Christmas
we have
fabrics
a little
start
bit-
coming in May. So if you can believe it, they were coming in like at the beginning of COVID.
and because we didn't have any specific place to put them, they were on the floor. Hence, that they
The
are
water
no
damage.
longer viable pieces of fabric.
Mhm.
So some of you might have picked up a little bit of it, the stuff that we were able to wash and make okay. That you might have gotten a great deal on some fabrics that were Christmassy in that big sale we had in July. But unfortunately, there isn't quite the stash that we would have planned to have over there, but we do still have some really pretty stuff.
Mhm.
So if you are looking, there is still some really nice stuff over there. Unfortunately, maybe about half as much as we expected to have, but there's still some really pretty stuff.
Mhm.
Those snowman we showed a couple weeks ago, that's one of my favorites. There's
Yeah.
some really cute stuff
There's
over
not too
there.
much of that left.
No, I'm not surprised.
Just a little bit.
As soon as we didn't bring a bolt over here today.
We didn't
Next week, because we'll be
we'll
getting
have
some
new
more stuff
stuff.
in, we'll
Mhm.
have some new things to show. So it is a little after 4. Do you have anything else?
I don't.
Okay, so if you are a parent of me, in-laws, parents, whatever, if you're currently watching this, go ahead and say goodbye. So I did see you on there, Mom. It is now time, unless you would like to ruin your Christmas present. I will talk to you later, maybe on Friday. So I'm gonna give it just a minute, and then I'll give her a chance to not see and ruin my big plans.
Mhm.
So this is a little bit more than I originally had thought. So instead of embroidering everything this year, I'm planning to use the scan and cut to do quite a bit, and then some base sewing.
Mhm.
They're really, really pretty files. I actually did purchase some, and then I fussed with them and
Mhm.
changed them a little bit here and there. And so I had to break down these files because it's like a 4-foot thing. And of course, outside of my roll feeder, which needs a 12-inch wide piece of something, I couldn't do 4 feet in one cut. So I split everything off and I created different things for the different colors and the different types of stuff. And I've gotten somewhere. So I have,
She did. It's
I
so
got
cute.
one, I think it's been long enough.
I think so.
So I'm doing something seasonal. So it's something that they can put outside. I've pretty much filled the inside walls and couches and things with other gifts. So I got to take it outside for,
So like a door hanger.
I'm going to make a door hanger and I'm going to make them seasonal. So minimum, they're going to get 4, 1 for each spring, summer, winter and fall, they're going to get one of those. And if I get done in a reasonable amount of time frame, I think I'm going to do just a like Fellhauer family and then welcome underneath that. So without further ado, this is not pressed down yet. So hopefully it will stick enough to give you guys an idea. Maybe if I don't undo it. So I have a door hanger. Basically it says hello. That's what it says up top, which I know is a little small. And then autumn. So these are all done on heat transfer vinyl, and I'm going to press that to there. And then at the bottom, I have a point so that you can look more like a banner, a little flag kind of thing. So you can kind of see, well, kind of see the point.
Kind of see it, yeah.
And like I said, I do need to, that's all right. I do need to press, right. So there's a lot of really pretty things. I did the accents in the glitter that we have so many of. So this is a blue. We've got some reds, some golds,
Yeah,
lots of
that's
fun
really
stuff.
pretty.
So it was a lot of fun to do. And I'm going to make at least 3 of all of these things. So that's all right. No worries. I'm gonna just dump it back over here. So I am planning to use grunge for all of my backgrounds, which was kind of why I mentioned that earlier. They really do have so many different shades. I mean, you can just make it work for anything. And we actually have a nice selection here. Hayden and I picked up a couple more blues and things. A couple weeks ago, we needed to order black, actually. That seems to go so fast here.
Yeah.
So we did pick up a few more colors. And so I think I'm thinking that really pretty light purple for spring.
The Moda guy comes next.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll get to order more grunge.
Because we don't have enough fabric.
Mm-mm.
So sadly, we thought we might have had a chance to get the place next door.
I know, right?
But they have decided to retire, but they sold the business.
Right.
So
we didn't get this.
we didn't get the extra space for the classroom or anything.
We
So
keep telling them we need a bigger boat.
yeah, he even says we need a bigger boat, but I get it. I mean, from a business standpoint, that's a lot more square footage of rent, but we could fill it, right? So anyways, starting now for Christmas is really,
Everybody's so quiet.
I know
today.
there's like,
I'm
it
like, are we
stopped.
still on?
Do we have anybody watching? But yeah, so it's definitely a lot less stressful if you try to start earlier. And I keep every year,
6 more weeks and
it's
Christmas.
crazy, isn't
Can
it?
you believe
It's
that?
just like, no, and I don't even want to hear that because that just
6 more weeks and then freedom.
So in case you guys weren't aware, haven't been around and heard, Gene is going to be taking winters at his new condo in Florida.
He's gonna winter in Florida.
So he will be wintering away. He's coming back like once a weekend.
Once a weekend.
Once a
month.
weekend. Oh my God.
Thankfully, not once a weekend.
Not once a weekend. Yeah,
Wouldn't
that
be
would
like
get
he was
super
gone.
expensive, right? Look at all those flights. Wow.
He spends a lot of money on his
he-
credit card, so he's got a lot of frequent
A lot
flyers.
of frequent flyer miles. Yeah, that's why we keep ordering. Is so he has the frequent flyer miles
Because we
to
want
come
him
home.
to be able to get home.
Okay. So anyway, I apologize. I misspoke. Once a month, he's going to come home to do books and just check in and that kind of stuff. But he will be gone from Christmas through the end of March. So there'll be a lot more fun stuff going on.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have a good time.
We are.
We've been coming up with some different things, trying to work out the logistics. I know we have posted that we're going to reschedule the jelly roll rug and the embroidered wallet class. We're both trying to figure out how we can make that happen easily. And Carolyn's party time. As soon as we figure out the logistics of being able to do something that really does need us looking over your shoulder and guiding, oh no, flip this that way and that kind of thing, or, turn your hand, or just those simple little things. It sounds so easy. Oh, a virtual class. But, in reality, there's a lot more to it from a teacher's standpoint, trying to figure out to make sure that you guys are getting the quality class that you deserve.
Well, and a lot more equipment. Our store isn't not that we can't have the equipment, but we don't have a really great place to have multiple cameras.
No, we're working on it, but like I said, it's
Definitely
it's
a
a process. So bear with. We are planning to do those. We're just trying to figure out a way that you can see what you need to see so that you can repeat
Yeah.
the correct steps at home. And hopefully
Thinking maybe with Jelly Roll, what I have been contemplating that maybe I will just video like I've been doing the foot fetish thing, and then play the video and let them record the video part. So it's more like a lecture how to do it and less of a we're doing it together
hands-on class that you could then have the video to refer back to later.
Yeah, because I'm struggling with a way to show the important parts like that you need in a manner that makes sense. So
yeah, it's all about camera angle. No, it's not. I'm just making that up.
it's all about the camera guy.
It's all about who's holding the camera or where
Yeah.
they put it. But yeah, so we do have lots of fun stuff planning.
We do.
And there will definitely be some partying while the cat's away. The mice are going to play whole thing, and they're for 3 whole months. So we're gonna have some fun.
Yes.
So
Yes. But you're in good hands.
absolutely. Like I said, we're on top of and ahead of the game for the whole Kimber Bell thing that's coming out. We've already started all of that. Everything's been ordered, so we're looking forward to getting our hands on those. And as soon as it comes in, I will start working on the floor samples so you guys can see actual stuff rather than just the picture. And we've got some great Christmas stuff coming up. And again, you guys can look for that email
By the end of the week.
by the end of the week for sure. So, tomorrow we'll start working on it, but I'm off Thursday, and sometimes that doesn't mesh to get things finished. But definitely Friday.
So don't come in tomorrow for the sale. It starts
Saturday the 14th.
The
So let's see,
14th.
Rich Hand. That one's a 1. The 14th. I'm like,
We're
wait,
backwards.
how does it go? The 14th.
Yeah.
All right. So that was really weird. Sorry. All right.
Oh my goodness, guys.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
And we appreciate, like always, you guys checking in with us and spending an hour. We hope that you enjoyed the little bits that we shared with you today, and we will see you guys next week.